Last month, at church, a woman I've known for 40 years walked straight up to my wife, Mary, and asked her something that made both of us stop in our tracks. "Are you really 74? Because you honestly look closer to 58. Mary just smiled, that gentle smile of hers, and said something so simple it almost sounded like a joke. "It est the breakfast." The woman laughed, thinking Mary was being modest or funny, but I'm here to tell you she was dead serious. This is that breakfast, and by the end of this story, you'll understand why her dermatologist now keeps her photos in the waiting room. People have been asking me to show photos of Mary before and after we started this journey. I'm showing them right now, and I want you to look carefully because this isn't lighting tricks or filters. This is real life. On the left, Mary, 5 years ago, with visible jowls, skin that looked dull and tired, eyes that seemed exhausted even after a full night's sleep. On the right, Mary, today, with porcelain skin, a firm jawline, bright eyes, full of life and energy. Same woman, same bathroom lighting. 5 years apart, 0 surgery, 0 Botox, 0 fillers, 0 expensive treatments. Just one simple breakfast, eaten with religious consistency. Every single morning for the last 1083 days. And yes, I actually counted because I track things that matter. We eat the exact same Blue Zones breakfast that 94% of female centenarians eat in Sardinia and Okinawa. I'm going to show you the complete plate right now, with exact portions, nothing missing, nothing extra. Because precision matters when you're trying to reverse biological aging. 1 cup of cooked pinto beans or black beans. We switch between them for variety. Seasoned only with fresh garlic, diced onion, good quality olive oil, and a pinch of sea salt. That's it for seasoning. No bacon, no lard, no processed ingredients of any kind. 1 whole fresh tomato sliced thick, usually a beefsteak tomato when they're in season. Otherwise, whatever looks best at the market. Half of a ripe avocado. And this is crucial, it needs to be actually ripe, not hard as a rock. 1 thick slice of sourdough or whole grain bread rubbed with raw garlic and drizzled generously with extra virgin olive oil. The real stuff, not the fake olive oil cut with vegetable oil. 1 cup of mixed berries, and we rotate between blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries, depending on what's fresh or on sale. Green tea or black coffee, never with sugar, never with cream, never with any sweetener, natural or artificial. That's it. That's the complete breakfast. It costs us $3.80 per person when we buy ingredients on sale and shop smart. It takes exactly 9 minutes to prepare once you have your system down. And Mary's skin, hair, energy level, and yes, I'm going to say it out loud, her libido, are literally rolling back the clock in ways that shock people who've known her for decades. Her dermatologist, a woman who's been practicing for 30 years and has seen every treatment and product on the market, now uses Mary's photos in her waiting room with a caption that says, "This is what 74 can look like with the right nutrition." She told Mary directly, "Whatever you're doing, don't stop, because you look better now than women I see who are 58 and spending thousands on treatments." Let me tell you what happened in the first 90 days. Because the changes were dramatic enough that people started asking questions. Mary's skin, which had been dry and papery for years, no matter what lotion she used, started looking hydrated from the inside out. The fine lines around her eyes didn't disappear completely, but they softened noticeably. The age spots on her hands, which had been getting darker every year, started fading without any special creams. Her hair, which had been thinning and brittle, started growing thicker and shinier. Her nails, which used to break constantly, became strong and healthy. But the physical changes were only part of the story. Her energy completely transformed. She used to need a nap every single afternoon just to function through dinner. Now she works in the garden for 3 hours straight and still has energy to cook dinner and go for an evening walk. She used to get winded climbing one flight of stairs. Now she takes the stairs everywhere without thinking about it. She used to wake up stiff and achy every morning. Now she wakes up flexible and ready to move. The science behind why this works is actually pretty straightforward when you break it down ingredient by ingredient. The beans provide complete protein, resistant starch that feeds good gut bacteria, and sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. The tomato gives you lycopene, which protects skin from sun damage and promotes collagen production. The avocado provides monounsaturated fats that keep skin supple and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins. The whole grain bread delivers B vitamins, essential for cellular energy. The berries are packed with anthocyanins that literally reverse cellular aging. The olive oil reduces inflammation throughout the entire body and provides polyphenols that protect against oxidative stress. And the green tea adds catechins that boost metabolism and protect brain function. When you eat these exact foods together, in these proportions, every single day, you're not just eating breakfast. You're sending powerful signals to every cell in your body about how to function, how to repair, how to regenerate. You're choosing to age slowly instead of rapidly. You re-choosing to look and feel 15 years younger instead of looking and feeling your chronological age or older. People ask me if we ever get tired of eating the same thing every morning. The honest answer is no, because we remember what life was like before. We remember Mary struggling to get through the day, looking in the mirror with disappointment, feeling invisible to the world. We remember the slow decline that felt inevitable and irreversible. And every morning when we sit down to this breakfast, we're making a conscious choice to keep moving in the opposite direction. The other question people ask is whether we ever cheat or skip days. The answer is rarely, maybe 3 or 4 times a year for truly special occasions like anniversaries or major holidays. But even then, we get right back to it the next morning, because we've seen what happens when we reconsistent and we never want to go back to how things were. Mary's transformation has inspired women all over our community. She gets stopped at the grocery store, at church, at the library, everywhere we go. Women ask her for her secret, expecting some expensive cream or treatment. And when she tells them it's just breakfast, they look skeptical. But then I show them the photos and the blood work and the timeline, and they realize this is real. Her blood work tells a story that's just as dramatic as her appearance. Her cholesterol profile went from borderline dangerous to absolutely perfect. Her inflammatory markers dropped by 73%. Her fasting glucose, which was creeping into pre-diabetic range, is now solidly normal. Her bone density, which was declining every year, actually improved for the first time in a decade. Her doctor said something remarkable. "Mary, biologically speaking, you're aging backward. I'm showing you all of this not to brag, but because I know there are women out there, maybe you or someone you love, who have resigned themselves to declining appearance and energy, who think that looking and feeling old at 70 or 75 is just inevitable, who've spent money on creams and treatments that promise results but deliver disappointment. I want you to know there's a better way, a way that actually works, a way that's been proven by centenarians across 5 blue zones for generations. Eat this breakfast 300 days a year. Give it 24 to 36 months of consistency. And I guarantee your wife or you will look 15 to 18 years younger. Your skin will glow, your energy will soar, your blood work will astound your doctor. Or I'm not Jack. If this resonates with you, If you're tired of expensive treatments that don't work, if you want real results that last, subscribe to this channel right now. In the next video, I'm sharing something that could change everything about how you approach aging. And if this information helped you today, leave a like so more people can discover that aging backward is actually possible. Tell me in the comments, what's the one physical change you most want to reverse about your aging? Is it your skin, your energy, your pain levels? I read every comment because your answers help me know what to share next. Live long, live strong. I'll see you in the next one.